Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the review for this Acer Liquid E700 Android device, and this is a mid-range Android phone with some very interesting specs. And this is the box. I've already done the unboxing, so you can check out that to know what comes inside the box. And the unique thing about this device is that it supports 3 SIMs. Yes, it has 3 SIM slots. And also, if you notice, we have a front-facing camera, but we also have a LED flash for the front-facing camera. Moving towards the back, we have a regular 8 megapixel camera, again with LED flash, and we also have this quick toggle button. I'll talk about that a bit later. We have this Acer branding, and at the bottom it says DTS. Let me actually open the back cover to show you. And again, it has a micro SD card also, and these are the 3 SIM slots, and the battery is sealed inside, and it's a 3500 milliamp hour battery. I did all my testing with a single SIM, and I have to say the battery life that I was getting on this device is pretty good. In terms of styling also, the phone is pretty good. It sports a 5-inch 720p HD screen, and the screen quality is, I would say, decent. It's not the best I've seen, but pretty decent considering the price point. Let's talk about the price of this device. This device is sold in India via Snapdeal, and it is selling in India for around 12,000 bucks. And let me give you a physical overview now. On the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. This is the power button, and this is the micro USB slot that will be used for charging the device. This is the volume rocker, and here we have the main microphone, indent to open the back cover. And on this end, actually nothing. The back is made up of plastic, but it gets that rubberish feel, so it provides good grip. The main camera is an 8 megapixel shooter. We also have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and this is the special key that we have. We can actually program it. And for example, we can also unlock the device using that key. For traditionally, if you press this, you get this, and you can unlock the device like this. But you can also use this key to directly unlock. For example, if you just press it, it just quickly unlocks the device. And you can assign this key. For example, for a single press, I've assigned it to a flashlight. So you can assign any application to this key. Now, if we talk about the Android version, let me actually show you. These are the settings, and this runs a custom version of Acer Skin. And for the most part, I would say it handles it pretty well. I'll talk about the configuration a bit later, but let me actually show you the Android version that comes with this one. And if you go to about the device, as you can see, it comes with KitKat, that is 4.4.2 out of the box. And again, the good thing about this device is that though it's a mid-range budget-oriented device, the internal storage is good. It comes with 16 gigs of internal storage. Actually, let me show you. And we also have a micro SD card slot. And the good thing is that you can insert a SD card. For example, I have added an 8GB SD card, and I've set the storage to SD card. Hence, all the apps, etc. will directly be installed to the SD card. Even the internal storage is pretty high, that is 16 gigs. So in terms of storage, I don't think so you'll have any issues with this device. Now, as I was mentioning about this special key, Acer calls it the Rapid key, Acer Rapid. And if you click here, you can actually assign what you want. For example, for the short press, I have given it flashlight, but as you can see, you can assign any app that you would like. So as you can see, there are quite a bit of customization that are there on this device. We also have DTS audio that you can enable, and the audio quality via the headphone jack was pretty good. But again, if you notice, the speaker is only at the bottom. Here also you'll notice that there is a speaker, but this is just the earpiece. This is not the speaker. The speaker is just a mono speaker. One thing I do not like is that we have these 3 touch type capacitive buttons, but these are not backlit. That is the back, this is home, and this is for the multitasking. This is the multitasking that we have, and you can just swipe away the application like this. And we also do get some floating apps like this, so you can use them for multitasking. So that works also pretty well. Now, if we talk about the raw configuration of this device, it is powered by a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor. That's a MediaTek processor, and it has 2 gigs of RAM. So I would say decent configuration considering the price point, but again, it's a MediaTek chipset, and it handles the UI pretty well, but occasionally I do notice some stuttering at times. It's not always, but I do notice it at times. And as we are connected to my Wi-Fi network, let's fire up the Chrome web browser. And as you can see, this is Techni's website. Let's just, if you press this multitasking button for a while, it takes you to the settings. Let's request the desktop variant. and it loaded it. And as you can see, I'm doing the pinch to zoom gesture. The pinch to zoom gesture is fairly responsive on this device. As you can see, let's try one more site, for example, rediff.com. And this is the stock keyboard, but I don't like this keyboard that much. I would suggest that you use any third-party keyboard. And again, as you can see, it loaded this site also very good. Let's open a random story. Again, as you can see. So in terms of web browsing, it was pretty good. And even multitasking is pretty decent with this device as it has 2 gigs of RAM. Another good thing is that it does support USB OTG. Let me show you. Let me plug in this USB OTG SanDisk drive. And let's fire up. As you can see, it says, do you want to change the default disk? No, we just want to access some files. Some files are there. Let's open them up with ES File Explorer. And if you just click here, as you can see, you can access the SD card or the USB OTG drive. We'll access the USB OTG drive. And let's open this video. This is a 1080p video that I shot earlier. And if you notice, it plays it without any issues. Only one con I would say is the speaker output is not that great. It is a bit low to my liking, but it could play most of the files without any issues. As you can see, this is this is again a 1080p video file, and it plays it pretty well. The screen quality is also very good, but if you start tilting it a little bit, sometimes the color starts to fade up a little bit. But overall, I would say, considering the price point, the screen quality is also pretty decent on this device. And as you can see, USB OTG works without any issues. Now, if we move to gaming, I did some gaming with this device and it could play even heavy games without any issues. But yes, in some games, for example, in Asphalt 8, I did notice some frame skipping in a few levels. But for the most part, I would say for gaming also, it was pretty decent. You can check out the dedicated gaming video that I posted for more info. Now, if we talk about the camera, the rear facing camera is a 8 megapixel shooter and the front facing camera is a 2 megapixel shooter. And this is the stock interface that we get. And as you can see, you just tap in and it focuses and takes the shot. But one thing I did notice is that outdoors the shots come out to be very good, but in indoor lighting and in artificial lighting conditions, it does tend to struggle up a bit sometimes. As you can see, this came out pretty sharp, as you can see, but this one came out to be a little bit blurry. So you have to hold the phone very steady in indoor lighting conditions to get good shots. And regarding the front facing camera, these were some of the shots that I took with the front facing camera. Though it looks decent, but the pictures were a little bit soft to my liking. Yes, the front facing flash does help, but I would say I was not that impressed with the front facing camera quality as the pictures were very soft. Moving to the rear facing camera, outdoors, I would say the pictures came out to be very good, but again in indoor lighting conditions, there was fair bit of noise in the camera. So I would say the camera performance was okay. It was not that great and not very bad. It was just mediocre in my opinion. I did expect a lot more with the front facing camera, but the front facing camera pictures were just too soft to my liking. Now if we move to the video from the rear facing camera, yes, though it can shoot at 1080p, but the video quality that I got from the rear facing camera even at 1080p was simply not that great. I felt that the picture quality was simply not that sharp. It was too soft for a 1080p video feed. Now if we move to the call quality on this device, the call quality also was very good and I had no problems regarding cellular reception. And overall, as you can see, it's a decent device, but as I told you, sometimes in UI, I do notice minor stuttering at times. It's not like it does it always, but sometimes, yes, I do notice a little bit of stuttering here and there. So what do I feel about this Acer Liquid E700? I would say I had mixed response with this device. I would say the performance of this device was decent. It was neither exceptional nor bad in my opinion. And for the features, I would say it does an okay job, but nothing extraordinary, I would say. Yes, some things that are standout on this device is the triple SIM functionality. If you are going to use that, then you can have a look at this. And also the battery life on this device was excellent. Apart from that, I would say everything was sort of mediocre. And I would say it's a decent device in my opinion. But now we do have other devices also in this price point. This is selling in India for around 12,000 bucks. But I do feel that now we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4G, which is selling for about 10,000 rupees. That overall is a better device. But if you don't like Chinese rebranded devices, devices, then we also have the Moto G2, which is selling for around 13,000, and I feel that is slightly better than this device. I hope that you found this video review helpful. If you found it helpful, I'll appreciate if you can click the like button, and if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.